Hey, welcome to Brainatics. Today we're going to solve a very famous and classical problem, that is twosum. Twosum is basically a very important question that has been asked by companies like Google and Facebook in their interviews. And to solve this, you should at least familiar with some of the basic data structures like arrays, list, and some of the concepts like time complexity, space complexity, etc. So it is an easy one. Look, it is an easy one, and you can solve it any of the language you are familiar with. Like I am going to solve it in Python. You can do it in Java, C++, or any of the language. So in Python, you should know what are lists and how to deal with them. To firstly solve the problem, we should know about the question. We should have a clear understanding of it. Given an array of integers, nums, and an integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. So basically we have an array, or we can say a list of integers that is named as nums and an integer that is named as target. And what we are going to do is we are going to return the indices of the two numbers, the numbers from this array, the numbers from nums array. We are going to return the indices of two numbers that add up to the target. For example, let's understand this. Like this nums is the array basically we were talking about, and from this array we are going to return the indices of those two numbers which add up to the target 9. Like for example, let's see, we have the first number 2 and second number 7, 8, 9. These two add up to the target, we know that. So we are going to return the indices of these two numbers. Like what is the index of 2? That is 0, and index of 7, that is 1. So we are going to return 0 and 1 because these two numbers add up to 9. That's all we're gonna do. That is a very simple one, and we can solve it very easily. Basically what we're going to do is we are going to add all these numbers one by one so that we can come up with those two numbers that add up to 9. So firstly we're going to add 2 with 7, then 2 with 11, 2 with 15. And if we come up with the numbers that are the solution, then we will just break the loop. And if we don't, then we are going to move the 2 out of it, and we are going to start from 7, then adding 7 into 11, adding 7 into 15. And this process will go on until we find the two desired numbers. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to have two indexes, I and j. I index will be at the first number, that is 2, and j will be at the second number, that is 7. And we are going to add first and second numbers and check whether they add up to the target or not. If they won't, then we are going to move the j index to the next number, that is 11, and we are going to add the 2 and 11, and we're going to check whether they come up with the target number or not. And if they won't, then we're going to move the j index from 11 to 15 here, and then one of the loop will be completed. And if we still don't have our targeted number, then we are going to move the I index to 7. Let's simplify it a little bit. And after the first loop, I index will be at 7 and j will start from 11. And then we are going to repeat the process until we get those two numbers that add up to the target, and then we will just return the indices of those two numbers, and that will be the solution. Let's solve it on the Leetcode. Okay, now in here we have the for loop for I index that we talked about. For I in range, this is a function to calculate the length of the array, length of nums. For I in range, length of nums, and the second index that will start from the second number. For a j in range, I plus 1, from I plus 1 to length of nums. Like it's going to start from I plus 1th index and going till the length of the array. Now we're going to write the basic logic behind it. Sum equals to nums I plus nums of j if sum equals the target, then we are going to return the index of I and j. If it won't, then the loop will go on. Okay, we are going to just submit. Runtime error. There is unindent does not match for I in range length of noun error. Okay, it is accepted now. You can see that it has passed all of the test cases. And now let's submit it. And it is submitted.